Okay, homework 9. So, one of the complaints I always hear about this homework is that there's a lot of test cases for homework 4, right? Or tic-tac-toe 4, meaning you have to write the test cases. If you wait until the end of the homework assignment to write your test cases, it may seem like a lot. But with test cases, the strategy you should always take, and I've mentioned this in class before, is write a little piece of code and then test that code with a test case. And then if the test case passes, then that code is good. For example, check column win in tic-tac-toe 4. You write the code for this function, the class function check column win. Then you write the test cases. How many test cases? 4. A win by first, second, third, and fourth column. Once those test cases pass, then you move on to this test case. And you do the same thing. Win by column, by row 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then the last two, check diagonal win, and then finally the tie. So that's the strategy you should be taking. Write code for this one, write test cases. Write code for check row win, test cases. Write code for check diagonal win, test cases, and then you can test the tie. If you take that approach, you are ensuring your code works as you write test cases, and you will save more time than if you write code for the 3 of them and then start writing the test cases, because once the test cases start failing, then you have to go back anyway and fix what you could have done initially, okay? Also, one mistake I made was asking students to put an asterisk here, but that was my mistake. I was thinking about another homework where we use the legacy pointers, but that's not the case for this homework, so I apologize for that, okay? Also, once you call manager.savegame, this tic-tac-toe pointer is invalidated. So if you have the code that calls the tic-tac-toe get winner, actually manager, sorry, my mistake, manager get winner total, save them into local variables, it'll always be one behind. So in that case, you can write the winner in the overwritten, the winner tallies in the overwritten manager piece. That way at the end there's a tally for who won how many times between XO and ties, right? Okay, so not an easy homework. You had to make sure that you move some stuff into protected, right? You didn't have to do this. You didn't have to make them pure virtual functions. I didn't ask for that. And then you have to make sure you inherit, make them private, check column, check row, and check diagonal win. Use the override just to make sure you are overriding the correct function, meaning making sure that this exists in the base class. And then you do the same thing for tic-tac-toe 3. And then finally you would run the program, right? Let's go into the test cases and execute them. So you would execute the test cases. And again, when you have test cases, you're putting a harness or a protective layer around your source code. We have 20 test cases, around 20 test cases, 153 assertions. We are shooting for high quality code. If you can do this as a developer, then that's a very good skill to have. And test cases are your friends, right? So the term you'll hear out in the industry is unit test cases. Okay, so notice, let me up arrow space dash s enter, and notice that I went ahead and did let me see here, I'm trying to maybe if I make this larger. Yeah, test for no winner, right? Meaning a tie. So I went ahead and did the test tic-tac-toe for the 4x4 matrix for all of them, right? So I did it. I've done it before. So guaranteeing that your code is working, okay? Finally, we can go ahead and execute our main, and we run in terminal. We prompt them for tic-tac-toe 3 or 4. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7. Play again. Yes. 4. 0. 1, 5, 2, 6, 3, 7, 4. Play again. No. And that's how your program should work. Again, not the easiest homework. I feel this is one of the hardest homeworks of all the tic-tac-toe assignments you've done. But if you can get through it with your collaboration with other students, then you learn a lot, right? You learn to implement the inheritance, the polymorphism via virtual functions, and then you shoot for high quality code by making sure you complete the test cases. Okay, so that's it for this demo.